Here we go.
That's it. That's it.
Stand by. 10 seconds left. Good luck, guys. Thank you. Bye, go.
12 miles in, and we're in the lead. I hear talking. They're right there, aren't they? Yeah. Still crossing the lake. 10 miles to go. I made it out of the lake about 5 miles ago, 6 miles ago. So now we're in some great current. Doing anywhere from 7 to 10 mile an hour. Seems like every time you go around the bend in the river, you see another postcard. It's 10 o'clock. We've done 83.5 miles. So we got off the water last night about 10 o'clock, and we're getting going again about 4 o'clock in the morning. You can see how bright it is already. It did get a little bit dim last night, but that was about it. We're staying at Huntalinkwa. It's 83 miles in. And right after we got settled in here, the female team passed us. So we'll pick them up this morning because they got to wait there 6 hours as well. But they're right on our tail. They're not taking no prisoners. The mosquitoes are ravenous here. "49 miles at 10 miles an hour. That's a big rock. Looks like somebody was trying to mine up in the top up there. So on this race we have to go under 2 bridges. This is the first one. It's like mile 182, I think. The second bridge is at the very, very end. So every one of these has a couple of crux moves, and we're coming up on the main one for this race. It's called the 5 Finger Rapids. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried about it. But it's not really a dangerous rapid, it's just a big wave train. There's no keeper wave on it, so not to worry about getting held underwater or anything. But it's just big water, and the boards act like crap when you got all this load on them, so it's going to be a little dicey going through. But maybe you'll get a show. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 8 fingers over there. Brad's a little better paddler than I am. He's going to go down standing up. Well, no. He had enough there. Yeah! Those are called the Rink Rapids. And if you stay over here to the right, you got the easy way. You go over there to the left, get the hard way. So it's not all hard work. Sometimes we kick back and relax for a few minutes. The water's up so high that there's not really, the sandbars are not here like they were last time I was down here, so there's not a really good place to get out. So we've just been taking our breaks right on the board. Cool thing is, just floating here, I'm moving 6.6 miles an hour. That's faster than most people can paddle. Not even doing anything. I'll try something here. See if you can hear the sand running along the board here. And I'll put the GoPro right on the board and see if that doesn't pick it up right through the board. There's so much sand in the water that you can hear it running along the bottom of the board. So I don't know if it's going to come out or not, but that's what you hear when you're listening to dirty water. It's about 7:30. Been going since 4 a.m. Let's see what we got here. We got 150 miles so far today. And we'll go till 10. Then we're gonna pick out a camp spot. This is what it's all about right here. Wide open country. All right, what is the morning of the third day, huh?
Morning.
We had this little wadded up campsite last night. Wasn't that great, but I guess it's better than nothing. I had a hard time finding anything. There's our pitiful launch. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a moose out in the middle of the river there. He was crossing, but I think he saw us and he's turning back. Taking a break on the river. Got an injured bald eagle up ahead. Might be nearing the end of his days. Everything comes to an end sooner or later. He can't fly. He's trying to swim away. Yeah, I think he's nearing the end of his ride. Take care, buddy. Just up around this next bend here is the confluence with the White River, and it drains an old volcano which is back into the left there, right up in there. So there's a lot of ash in the river, causing it to run white, so they call it the White River. I don't know how much we're going to see today, because last time I did this, the Yukon was not dirty, so I'm not sure how it's going to mix. It was really cool last time because the white water hitting the clear water, and then from then on it was like chalky for the rest of the trip. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. Cloudy on one side and cloudier on the other. Gotta love a good smoke storm. Covering up the sun. It's hotter than blazes out here today. 6 p.m. is like high noon. 91 degrees. Every time you turn around, something beautiful just pops up out of nowhere. Well, I'm finally drying out after my little swim session.
You gonna jump back in?
No, not today. So we stayed at this makeshift sandbar campsite last night. It's falling in the water, and since it's been flooded, everything's soaking wet. So it's like quicksand. But you know, it was flat. And I got some good sleep. How about you? Did you get a good sleep, Brad?
I did, yeah.
That's
Solid
good.
3 hours.
Solid 3 hours. Solid 5 minutes, just like every night. So today we're going to go through Dawson, which is our checkpoint, and then we're going to hopefully make it all the way to Eagle, which is the U.S. border, and we'll have to check into customs and all that. 2 babies. It's okay, we're not going to hurt you. It's okay. Well, there it is. Our one and only checkpoint. Dawson. So we're about a mile down from Dawson, and this is called the Steamboat Graveyard. You can see why. I don't know how many steamboats are in here, but quite a few from that bygone era, when steam was how you got stuff up and down this high river. Yeah, just a pile of junk. So the wind picked up. We just sit down and paddle. Got a nice backrest here with my pack in the back. Still doing 8-9 mile an hour, so it's good speed. Just can't really stand
up in it because it'll blow you backwards. We just took a nice little break on the water. Going 6 and 7, just not even paddling. So we've only taken 2 breaks that weren't on the water because of that. Most of the rest of them, we just stayed on the boards because the river's moving so fast. It doesn't make sense to get off and rest. You can just set up like this, float a little bit. Scenery's beautiful. That moose we saw this morning was amazing. One of the reasons I like doing this stuff, Brad asked me, he said, why do you do this? I said, well, partly it's because it's cool. It's something that most people can't think can't be done. But I also realize that one of the real reasons I do this, besides the fact that I like to be a little uncomfortable, is that I like the feeling I get of being so small in the world. There's all kind of stuff going on around you don't even realize. And being out here on the board in this big country just gets you in touch with that.
Been hazy afternoon here. It's our 4th day out. We're going through this, I forget what this is called, but this is some famous rock. Kind of like a gate almost. You got big rock on the right, big rock on the left. Might be too far away, but there's Mr. Bullwinkle moose right there. Full set of antlers. Looking right at us. And the Eagle, where we got to check into customs. We're hoping to find a spot to get out. There's a big seawall there where they've got the steps pulled away. Last time I was here, we just walked up this seawall up here. And look at this big pile of debris here from the ice and the floods. Hopefully we got a little spot right in there. If not, we might have to backtrack a little bit. I saw a spot a little bit back there. Sketchy situation right there. Whoa, shit. See what I mean? Good action shot there. Oh, talk about sketchy. Had GoPro on too.
Your life jacket secure there?
What?
Your life jacket secure where it is?
Yeah, it's fine. I think should be. If it falls in, it'll float. We'll catch up to it in a little bit. Oh man, I'm walking like a drunk person.
I thought there was a staircase.
What's that?
Is there normally a staircase?
Yeah, down there on the seawall.
Oh, over there?
Yeah, we're.
Other end.
It's pulled because they can't.
Too high.
Yeah, the water's too high. There's no beach yet. We were here before. There was like a rocky beach. Well, it's the town of Eagle. Oh, walking on grounds feels nice too, for a little bit of a change. Stumbling like a drunk man. So you gotta walk up the road here. Go over here next to the pool hall is the laundromat. And that's where they keep the phone. But we gotta call customs. You just pick it up and they answer. Sorry about the jerky footage. I have a hard time walking. I've been on the board for 4 days solid. It's over 500 miles. Brad's gonna call in and do his duty. Check into the States. Canadian.
Hey.
He's importing his A.
Nice little phone here.
Pick it up. Talk to him. That's it. Hello.
It's really short cord.
Yeah. Like your grandmother's phone.
Yeah, hi. I'm here in Beagle at the payphone. Border crossing.
Did you put your quarter in?
With I'm from Canada. We're doing the Yukon 1000 paddle race. We're heading up to the Dalton Highway Bridge. No, there's none of my partners here. There's 2 of us. Okay.
Rob.
I'm on hold.
Oh.
It's probably
Hold,
like
hold please.
SWAT team's gonna drop in. They don't have hold music.
Wasn't in the budget.
Guess not. Really short cord. Hi. Hello. My last name is Friesen.
So the super easy border crossing, I didn't have to do anything. Brad did all talking. Hopefully he reported my name. I don't know. They might pick me up when I go back into Canada later on next month or this next week. But check out this view here. From downtown Eagle, Alaska. First town in the U.S. on the Yukon. Dawson, here he comes again. Look at him. Coming right out. He's coming right at him. Oh, there's this mate too. Oh, here she's coming for me now. I'm trying to get out of your way, Mama. I'm sure in the morning it would be real pretty, but we're coming through at sunset, so it is what it is. It's also pretty hazy because we had smoke all day today, which kept the sun away so it didn't get too hot. Wednesday morning, Brad.
Here we are. Wednesday?
Wednesday. I missed July 4th.
Day 4.
It's July 6th.
Finishing up day 4.
We just camped out right at the foot of Calico Bluff. Look how pretty that campsite was. Looks pretty from here. Pretty freaking lumpy, wasn't it, Brad?
It was. A little soft, a little slanty.
Somebody's gonna make sure their air mattress is sealed up better tonight.
I put all my clothes in the right side of my sleeping bag so I didn't roll out the tent.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, leveled it out a little bit.
Hopefully tonight's a little smoother.
We gotta have better. Of course we said that about last night too though.
Every night. Go get
Don't know. I'm gonna send this to Larry Kane.
Oh no. He's gonna give me shit.
You hear the board? You hear the water? We're gonna try this again. I tried the other day, but it's really loud right now, so let's see if it transfers up into the camera. That's what it sounds like all day long. Just sanding the bottom of the board off. Imagine if you run this river long enough, you'd take the paint right off the board. So it's about 10:15 or so. And about 9:30 we passed our campsite from last year for tonight. So we're about 12 13 hours ahead of last year's schedule. Pretty good. River is moving a lot faster this year. That's really the biggest difference. I'm not sure if I'm paddling any faster. I think I'm paddling slower, but because of the faster river, it's having a good effect. So we paddled our way right into a forest fire. I don't know where the fire is. We're out in the river, so it ain't gonna burn us up, but we're definitely happy that we had our masks on. There's Brad up there, if you can see him. Barely see him in the smoke there. He's not that far away, but it's pretty thick, so we put our masks on. Chilling on the river. So it is midnight. Still bright enough to film, record. Nobody films anymore. We record. We got this pretty nice little spot though. Way out away from all the trees, no mosquitoes. Nice little breeze. A little easy walk over to our boards. We're gonna be set tonight. This is a golden night. What you eating for breakfast, Brad? You got the Huel.
I got the Huel. What have we got here?
Man, that's
tomato,
some good stuff.
savory tomato. I don't know. It's good.
Good stuff.
Good. Dinner for breakfast.
Yeah, I like that bowl too. That's a good bowl, ain't it? I'm using that bowl. I love that bowl.
Yeah.
You can just beat the heck out of it. Put boiling water in it.
Shake it out and it's clean.
Shake it out and it's clean. That's it. Here's our campsite. There's the tents. Here's our awesome 360 view. Look at that. Beautiful morning. Water flowing like crazy. Our board's over there. This is also going to be our water filtration station. Bam. Here's something you don't see every day. It actually goes faster and easier backwards. We're going 7 miles an hour down current, upwind. Instead of trying to point the board into the wind, we're just working with the wind. I never did anything like this before ever. It doesn't even feel like you're moving, but you look at your speedometer, doing 7 miles an hour. Plus we're progressing towards the goal, which is the finish line. So anytime we can do that, take a little work out of it, we're going to. It's literally working better to go backwards right now than go forwards. I'm gonna try kneeling and turning around. Headwind howling, paddling the board backwards, doing 6 miles an hour. That's some current right there. That's the Yukon Flats. Sounds like a blues player. What you're looking at here is, I think, the world's only quick blade kayak paddle. Big shout out to Jimmy Terrell for making me a custom made paddle that actually happens to fit another head that I have, so I can make it into a two-bladed paddle and paddle sitting down kayak style in this hellacious wind we got going on today. That's looking upwind. Every time you stop paddling, it turns you upwind. So thanks, Jimmy. Paddle's working out great, actually. So I fitted the my travel paddle from the other one, and so now it's UV82 on one end and a V-Drive 91 on the other. We're gonna go in it and out of it in one day. Last time we stopped in it, but it was a mile from the end. So all we gotta do is go past the camp a mile, and we're back out of the Arctic Circle again.
There we go.
So we've been making great time on this trip. First day we were a couple hours ahead. Second day we were a little bit more. Third day we got up to 11 and 12 and a half. And then last night we were about 14 or something. Today we passed 2 of the campsites that we stayed in last time. So that gets me a whole day ahead now. Us a whole day ahead. And we're just crossing back the Arctic Circle. We were over on the other side of the Arctic Circle a while ago. So we always have a little celebration. I always have a little celebration. Special occasions, I have a meat stick. And I figure this occasion calls for a double meat stick sausage fest. So we made great time yesterday again. Not as good as the other days. We only did like about 105, 110 miles because it was a tough day. A lot of slow paddling, a lot of upwind. We got through the flats though, and now we're back into the braided part of the river, so it's a little bit less confusing, a lot less shallow spots. And we're gonna just follow our route on down. We're hoping we might even be able to finish today. There's a point where you get about 30 miles away where there's no more camping, so we have to make that call later on. And that last 30 miles is pretty slow because there's not a lot of current. So it really depends on when we get there, but you can see here our beautiful campsite. We're up on the side of the Yukon River. We're about 815 miles in, I think, something like that. I don't know. Hey, no, almost 800 miles in. I think we really only have about 140 miles to go, 150 miles to go. So the whole race, I think, is only 940 miles. There's Brad's set up over there. There's what's left of my setup. We're getting ready to get it going here. So we're supposed to stop for 6 hours every day. I can't seem to get it done. We set a timer for 4 hours and 15 minutes, and that gives us a time to set up and sleep, and then an hour and 45 minutes to pick up, and that's about how long it takes. We've been filtering our water, but today I think we have enough water left over that we're not going to filter water. We're just going with what we have left, and then we may have to filter some later on today if we decide we're going to push on through to the finish. It's Friday morning. Got about 140 miles to go. How many miles to go? 140?
136.
136. Got some great conditions this morning. Nice flat water. We had a little bit of breeze earlier, but got a little bit of flow going. Navigating through the Yukon flats is like going through the Everglades. There's just a million different options you can take, so you need to have some kind of a plan. We've only seen one other boat so far. That was the 2-person kayak from 2 days ago. They were really flying. You definitely don't want to do this race if you're a clean freak. This is what it looks like. Filth everywhere. About 83 miles a day. A really slow, sloggy day. Lots of flat water, low current. Just tough paddling all day today, hot. So we're not going to be finishing today. We're going to get one more campsite and finish up in the morning. It'll be great because as long as we get done before Sunday morning at 8:30, we're going to break the record. And tomorrow's going to be Saturday, so we got plenty of padding. We're going to put a pretty good dent on the record. Looking forward to that. Having that up as a souvenir. It's been having Brad as a partner. He's a perfect paddling partner. No complaining, doesn't talk too much, talks enough. Always ready to go in the morning. A little hard to wake up though. I got to yell at him like 20 times. Brad, 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 Brad. And I finally wake up. So it's the end of the, what's this, the 6th day, Brad? 6th day. We got our water set up there. making water out of that muddy water. There's our boards, there's Brad's camp in the quicksand over there. And then there's mine's gonna be over there in that quicksand. Water was pretty slow today. We were pretty slow today. But we still got 100 miles in almost, that's good. That's all we need. Finishing tomorrow. So we thought we were gonna camp right there. And just setting up, we were sinking in the ground. I was afraid we were gonna wake up in the morning and be underwater. So we're making do. Brad's tent set up on his SIC, Atlantis 26, and mine's set up on mine. We're gonna sleep on our boards tonight with our AMRATs under there. Nice sandy surface, ain't gonna hurt the board at all. Might be comfortable. I've been to be comfortable enough after being out sleeping 3 hours a night for 6 nights. Right? What do you think?
I think so. I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
I think you're due for a shave too. I think I am. I think I am too. First thing my wife's gonna say is, after I kiss her, she can be like, go shave. So it's the final day. We're gonna paddle about 50 miles and be done with this thing. What do you think, Brad? You ready to get done with this thing?
Let's get it done.
Let's get her done. Nice quiet water for the last day. So far anyway. Still got a ways to go. 40 miles, a lot can happen. Looks like it's gonna be a scorcher though. Just like that, you're at the second bridge before you know it. We will have now completed 100% of the bridges that we have to go under. Looks like we got a nice little crowd down there on the beach waiting for us. That's awesome.
Here they come. The final last few strokes of the Yukon 1000. Brad and Scott coming in.
Good to see you.
Thank you for bringing him back.
How you doing?
You legend.
You
legend.
In my own mind.
Well done again, you youngster.
Did it, huh?
Amazing effort, mate. Amazing.
Thank you, sir.
Paddle like a stalwart you are. For example, there you go,
Awesome,
mate.
awesome. That's perfect. That's what I need right there.
Well done, mate. You take that and see your good lady. You guys do it together. We'll do a quick little clip.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where's all the rest of the boaters?
You're second.
Yeah, I know. It's not right. It's not right. Trust me.
They're all behind you.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
They're not moving if they're behind me.
They're behind you.
Did they get held?
No. They're
We
behind
beat
you.
everybody?
You one boat.
I know we beat the other.
One boat
stuff.
came in
Yeah,
last
yeah, those
night.
guys like passed us 3 days ago.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Why didn't nobody else pass? Everybody's packing up, getting ready to go home. Race is over. Goodbye, Yukon River. Somebody down there. John and Ben. Until next time.